Hello and welcome to Franco Park. We've got baseball on the show. It's Mississippi taking on Little Rock. Biggest storyline coming into this one, he's riding quite the hitting streak, Singy.
Been seeing the ball so well, Boog. One of the toughest outs in the league right now. It'll be interesting to see how they pitch to him today.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. And on the hill, number 11. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. One down. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here's the veteran outfielder, Nasim Nunez. And it is 2-1. One down, base is empty. Slice to right and foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
2 outs, base is empty. Jalen Palmer will hit next. Next offering upstairs.
2-1.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Amaya collects, fires to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Back here with my pal Singy. And getting to start, Samuel Aldegari. What do we need to know here?
He's a guy that's going to come right after hitters. I mean, he's not trying to fool them. He's going to pitch the contacts, not worry about it. He trusts his defense behind him, and he's not going to mess around with a whole bunch of different offerings. Only 3 pitches in the repertoire, so he knows he'll have to work in all 3 effectively and probably pitch backwards sometimes just to make sure this lineup isn't picking up on too many patterns.
And there's a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and one gone.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Foul ball.
One out, bases empty. And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Two down, bases empty. Now the third baseman, Braden Taylor. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
1-2.
Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Scoreless after one. Top of the second, stepping in the long ball threat, number 3. Righty delivers. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Now a chance for Chris Boone. Swing and a miss.
1-2.
And a count 1-2. One down, bases empty. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. I mean, it doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll circle the bases. His second home run of the series, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder. That one not close. Ball 2. Two outs.
Ball. 3-1.
Yeah, that's fouled off. High fly ball down the left field line. Spikes going back, and that's going to bang against the wall. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but well, that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's the power hitting catcher, Anthony Mulrine. That's a little bit low.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering
3-1.
way upstairs. That catches the corner. De Jesus on its second with 2 down. In the air, left field. Spikes should have this one, and he makes the catch. And that is that. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now a 1-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the first baseman, Xavier Isaac.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Gets a piece and stays alive. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Throw to first, in time to get him. One away in the strikeout.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
Now it's the right fielder. The 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 and 2's the count.
Backed off the plate that time. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
You want to see a guy, you know, he's working hard to try to fix it, but just not able to stay tall or either lay off the pitch. Either stay tall on the backside so that you can get on plane or just lay off of it up there, which it's hard for him to do right now.
And now it's Miguel Amaya. 2 down, nobody on. Oh, great stop. Nicely done for the out. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
1-2.
That's off the inside corner, and the count is 2-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Very high with that one. And now it's filled up 3-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That's back there. Makes the catch up against the wall.
The batting second baseman, Christian Moore.
Here's the second baseman. And that misses.
That's the ball.
And it's 2-1. One down, base is empty. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
2-2. Full count.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
On the ground, right side, Herrera fires to first in time.
The center fielder, number 2, Nasim Nunez.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Nasim Nunez. The next pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That clips the corner. And a good eye there.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's the third baseman, Jalen Palmer. Pickoff throw. Nunez back in on a dive. Next pitch misses way outside. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throws it away.
3-1.
Well, the pressure was on, and he knew he had to have a quick release behind the plate if he was going to have any chance of catching him at second. He's got great speed, and in this case, it resulted in moving up 2 bases. That's what happens when you aren't able to get your feet under you and square up to second properly.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Nunez on third with 2 out. Got him swinging. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, number 13. Not close with that one. 2-1.
Ball. 3-1.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Here's the center fielder. That's in there. Full count now.
Count's full.
Nobody out. Runner at first. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
Now it's the second baseman, Omar Herrera. Next offering upstairs.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on, probably a challenge pitch coming.
Tying run in scoring position here in the last half of the third. Fastball for a strike.
2-2.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 2-2 now. That's to third. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still fires to first.
No,
the throw is late, and everyone's safe. The bases are loaded. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
So bases all loaded up. Now it's the DH. Two-one pitch is in there, and the count is even.
2-2.
And a swing and a miss. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
So up next, Blaze Alexander. Hit in the air out to center field. Moore sizes this one up, and there are 2 outs.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
And here is Braden Taylor.
If they don't pick up at least 1 run here, this will be a very disappointing inning. When you load the bases with nobody out, you've got to get at least 1 run. You're thinking 2 to 3, so they need a big hit right here.
Oh, yeah.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball. Spikes at third. Herrera at first. 2 out of the inning. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, number 3. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Sizing this one up. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Gregory Boone.
Now the left fielder. And a swing and a miss there. Activity in the bullpen.
1-2.
Edward Bizzardo, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Crow also getting ready. That missed by a
2-2.
lot. And the count is even, 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Late with the swing there.
1 and 2's the count.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. That's back. And it's gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 2-0.
Get as many high fives as possible, man. This guy's a ball of energy right now and having the game of his life.
2 outs, nobody on. And now the right fielder, Charles De Jesus. And that's in for a strike. Two outs. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and that squirts through.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Now here is Anthony Mulrine. Runner takes off. So a foul ball makes it 1 and 2. 1 run across in the frame so far. Top half of inning number 4. That one at 95 missed up top. 2 and 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Bottom 4, and now the first baseman, Xavier Isaac. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Chases that one out of the zone, and he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Now it's the right fielder. And that's down and away.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. 2 and 2.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Ground ball up the middle, and that chance handled. Slings to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
The catcher, number 14, Miguel.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Miguel Amaya. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. Two down, nobody on. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning.
Now pitching.
Edward Bizardo takes over on the mound.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs kind of bridged the gap that starter left for him.
And now the DH. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Outside low, and it's 2-1. Way out front for strike 2.
2-2's the count.
Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Here's the second baseman. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter, and I'm so glad I'm retired.
Off the mark there, and a count 2-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
There's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Now batting, third baseman
Jalen Palmer, the next to hit.
Palmer.
And he can't come up with it. But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the left fielder, number 13. Swings through that one out in front that time. Action in the pen down there. Gilberto Lerma getting loose out there. Number 14 getting loose as well. And down on strikes. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And now the center fielder. One down, base is empty. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Now batting, second baseman.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
One down. Now it's the second baseman, Omar Herrera. Runner on the move. Pitch is low.
2 balls,
Transfer
1 strike.
bobbled, and there's no throw. One out and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Man at second. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Next is the designated hitter.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion
2-1.
and he's in full speed. This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn 2, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get 2 and end up with nothing.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Man,
2 and
that's
2.
just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Strike three, got him swinging. And that K brings him into double digits for the game.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
And now here is Blaze Alexander. Late on that fastball.
2-2.
Comes a 2-2. Liner, and this could be trouble. Coming home. 1 runs in, around third. He scores to tie it up.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Braden Taylor digs in now. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Ball game is still
2
tied.
strikes.
They can get out of this inning with a tie game. Now just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. 2-2 game. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
For Mississippi, the first baseman, Billy Cook.
Hit in the air, center field. Has a beat on it. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, left fielder, Trevor.
Now the left fielder. One down, base is empty. Gets him to chase after that one. Double-barreled action
1-2.
in the bullpen. Justin Lawrence preparing to come on if needed. Segura getting cranked up as well. And that's a little bit high. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. High fly ball out towards left center. Spikes, gets under it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Denzer Guzman.
So digging in, number 17. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
That's inside.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
That misses the zone. And that's ball 3. De Jesus waits on deck. In the air, center field. Brings it in. And that is that. Offense held in check there. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. We are tied 2-2. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Gilberto Lerma. He's pitching on 2 days rest. So here's the cleanup hitter, Xavier Isaac. Next pitch,
2-1.
not close, up high. Movement in the bullpen. Victor Vodnik, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Medeiros, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Fouls one off. 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Out to center. Nunez under it. And there's one down.
Now batting the right fielder.
And now the right fielder.
Guerrero.
All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt.
1-2's the count.
And a curve is down and in.
Well, he might have to look for a
2
different
balls, 2
put-away
strikes.
pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
And that one
Count
moves
is
his
full.
feet. Up the middle, and that one handled. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
The catcher number 14,
Miguel Amaya getting ready to hit. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Runner at second here, one gone. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Down the line, and it's foul. Fastball is outside. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Boom. Sizes this one up, and it's caught for the out.
Now batting left fielder Ryan.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Spikes now at the plate. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Justin Lawrence. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Uh-oh,
That hit
that
him.
got
Take
him.
your base.
And the potential winning run is aboard. Here's the catcher to hit, Anthony Mulrine.
Well, with pretty good speed over there at first base, I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down. Hold the ball a little bit, step off, just try to break the rhythm and timing.
Runner takes off in the
2-1.
dirt, blocked.
No,
Safe at
okay.
second, and that was not close.
Now the go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
That's a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single, and they take the lead in the 7th.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get into scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
And next is the designated hitter, Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Next to hit, Rick Moore. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1 and 2.
There's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And that one goes straight to the backstop. Both runners move up, 2 in scoring position now, and that takes away the double play.
Well, Boog, it's already been a tough start to this inning as it is, and that wild pitch is going to make things even tougher. 2 men in the scoring position now, still with nobody out, so this really becomes a strikeout situation on the mound.
Mulrine, the runner at third. Lugo at second with nobody out. Got him looking. And that is a big first out.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2
It
strikes.
might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And that one hit to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So 2 down now. And here is Jalen Palmer. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Good
1 and
late
2,
sink
out.
on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. 1 runs in. Another comes in to score, and they take a 3-run lead.
Well, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Justin Lawrence is done. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching.
New pitcher now, Jackie Crow.
Throw.
Two outs, runner on first. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Evan Cook.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Runner.
First offering, runner goes. Pitching for a strike. Throw to second. Out there. And the inning is over.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly, and a strike down to second base to end the inning.
Now pitching.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Victor Vodnik.
And Boog, he's a guy that'll work in a knuckleball from time to time. It's not his primary pitch, but he mixes it in, and that makes getting timing down on him really challenging for hitters.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The center fielder, AJ Smith.
The next offering misses. And that's ball 2.
2-1.
And that one
Ball
just
outside.
missed off the outside edge. The other way. And that's a fair ball. Throws to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it. Really important at bat coming up now.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Herrera, the next to hit.
Ball.
Next pitch misses. 2 balls and a strike.
balls.
If you're going to get
strike.
something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
This one popped up right side. Moore under it. And makes the grab. Runner tags at second. He's in there.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Chandler.
Now it's the DH.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Next one misses. 2-1. Vodnik. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big time benefit. Way outside, ball 3.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
And that drops in for a strike.
Full count.
One away with a runner at third. Got him swinging. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight.
Well, obviously the knuckleball, it's not a pitch designed to blow by hitters, but you'll see this every once in a while. You give up on that pitch at the plate, and then the last moment it darts back into the strike zone, and you're just not ready to get a swing off in time. Looks like it's 100 miles per hour, and I tell you what, I know from personal experience it's not a good feeling.
The shortstop
2-1.
takes a ball. Just
No,
off
that
the
missed.
inside edge. Braden Taylor waiting in the on-deck circle.
They can get him up, he'd represent the tying run, so critical pitch right here.
That's in there, and that's strike 2.
You got a full count.
And there's ball
Ball
4.
4. Take
And
the
that'll
base.
bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
At the plate, Braden Taylor.
Three, 1.
This one in the dirt. Save!
Oh, too late.
Swings through that one. With the tying
You got a
run
full
at the
count.
plate, here the bottom of the 7th. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's going to be number 3.
Well, Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
And a swing and a miss.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's the left fielder.
Now batting, left fielder, Trevor Boone.
Out towards right center field. On his way over. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. And strike 2. Next offering misses down and away.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And it remains 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3.
Now pitching.
Pitching change here. Victor Medeiros.
Madero.
Digging in, Xavier Isaac. The Trojans in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Now it's the right fielder. In the dirt.
2-1.
And a count 2-1. That one down the line.
Ball.
And it goes just foul. On the ground, right side. He steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Now at the plate, Miguel Amaya. 2 outs. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And that extends the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Ryan.
Now the left fielder.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Amaya, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
2-2.
To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, number 39.
Brandon Paper.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder.
The right fielder, Randy DeJesus.
A little bit high.
That's a ball.
2-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Number 34, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Segura warming up as well. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And now Anthony Mulrine. Swing and a miss.
1-2.
Next offering is downstairs. Runner at first with no outs here. Check on the runner, and he's back in safely. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And now the DH. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Oh, there goes the runner. Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. Third home run of the season, and they boost their lead. It's 7-2. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball. Excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
1 out, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Rick Moore. They say you win.
Hey, he's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
1 down, base is empty.
2-2.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw into second, and he's got a double.
Been a pretty rough game at the plate for him so far. A bunch of strikeouts, so that felt good, I'm sure. Punched that one down the line for extra bases, and that was an excellent job going with the pitch on the outside. Got his bat on plane and just drove it.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Number 39 departs, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitcher.
A new pitcher in the game, Chris Segura.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
1 out, runner at second. Nunez digs in now. And now 2-1. And a big swing and a miss.
2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Now the third baseman, Jalen Palmer. That one ripped left field. Spikes going back. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 7-2 ball game. Back after this on the show. And we're back. Bottom of the 9th. Here's the center fielder, number 8. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Lined into right. Pulls up, and that's in there for a knock.
Now batting, second baseman.
Now it's the second baseman, Omar Herrera. On the ground, and that's just foul.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Next is the designated hitter.
The designated hitter.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
High in the air, out to right. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Throw is high and over his head. Coming home. He will score. He'll make it up to third, and I'm sure that'll be an error of the outfielder. One down, runner at third. Blaze Alexander will hit next. High fly ball out towards left field. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tags from third. He's in to score on the sac fly. It's 7-4.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Victor Medeiros out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Mac Gann.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Now batting.
So they're down to their final out. Braden Taylor getting ready to hit. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the last half of inning number 9. In there at the knees for a strike. That one misses, and it's 2-2. 1 strike away. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.